Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigval here and welcome back to our video. We're going to start this one's first off fighting boss Atrocitus, and this man is dangerous. We're in Heroic 7, and this man is gonna deal some damage. He's the most right boss, and usually how it goes, the most right bosses are going to have the most damage output and have the highest amount of health. And this man also has the Chaos tag in. Wouldn't say he's the most dangerous, most right boss of any 5th tier. Of any soul raid, because that title is reserved for stuff like Black Adam or Nightmare Batman, but this man definitely can put some damage out there. And where our passive stats are no joke, like that Raven is built like a tank, boy. She's got resistances, she's got defense, and she gets passive stats from a level 6 Dark Metal card. Actually, nah, that's about it. Level 6 Dark Metal cards, that's all the passive stats. Now, to think about it, we don't have much health, to be honest. Because we have Sword of Sin on her. Because with Sword of Sin, we can constantly inflict burning effect and power drain his ass, so that he never gets to use specials on us, so that's great. So we don't have that many passive stats to work with, but still, quite a considerable amount of health from the Dark Metal cards and from Raven's builds. But this man destroys us. By the way, there's a bug with the Sword of Sin that no longer shows the burning effect on the enemy. Like, it still applies it, don't get that wrong, but it no longer shows it, no longer shows the enemy as burning. And I don't care, to be honest. And for some people that actually caused lag, so I guess it's better in that regard. But yeah, it's currently bugged. Be it a good thing for you or a bad thing, depending on how your device was acting up, all the enemies were burning, that's up to you. And I mean, it's not affecting too many people, because Sword of Sin is a little bit of a pay-to-win artifact. But yeah, the burning effect is still working, but has no animation. Raven triggered darkness there at one point, that's fine, we're gonna restock max to full. King back in there, gonna be careful here to not getting killed, gonna use super move as well. 55 mil, that's fine. Here we're going to try to survive first of all, because surviving is starting to be a little bit of a problem over here. And no, he blocked special too, and he killed us once. Now, if we die on the next tag and we can flank Sokovan, it's gonna be over and we're not gonna succeed in killing him. And I mean, that's not the end of the world. We did a decent amount of damage. We could clean up this fight with something else. But ideally, we want to kill his ass. And there we go. Be very careful, King there. Swipe right. Third special. And boy, this was a close one, both in terms of my characters dying and in terms of time spent killing this man. And yeah, he's finally dead. Now for the next fight, we have a little bit of an interesting situation. So boss Harley is immune to dot damage. And we're going to use Battle in the Drowned. And you might be like, oh, Sigval, then she's gonna deal no damage with her hazard damage. No, that's wrong, because there's two types of dot damage in Injustice 2 Mobile. There's normal dot damage and there is hazard dot damage, which have kind of, in a way, their own resistances and immunities, even though the only resistance you can get to dot damage comes in the bundle with hazard dot damage on builds in terms of the talents. But when it comes to specific stuff, hazard dot damage and dot damage are generally speaking two very different things. And basically what I'm trying to say is that even though she's immune to dot damage and stuff like Beta Club wouldn't do anything to her, stuff like League of Anarchy basic attack hits wouldn't do anything to her, the Battle in the Drowned hazard is actually going to damage her like normally, like she doesn't care. And the interesting part about this is that kind of every single dot damage value we've had in the game was kind of in a way applied through basic attack hits. Either Beta Club damage or League of Anarchy dot damage, but now the dot value that's applied is not gonna be applied by basic attack hits, it's gonna be a flat out value that's going to be independent. And in that scenario, the fact that she's got 75% defense is not gonna matter for us, because our dot damage does not in any way interact with her defense value, only would interact with her hazard dot damage resistance. So not only we're going to bypass the dot resistance that she's got going on over here, but we're also going to bypass her high defense. Also, I messed up a bit in terms of gameplay, almost got my Battle in the Drowned kill there. And yet again, I was too greedy. What I should have done here was actually use the percentage health damage theme. I mean, we're already using a percentage hull damage team because Ben Labs does percentage hull damage, but we should have used like a Deathstroke or something before doing this. Because she's most likely not gonna die, even though we deal 11 mil per second with that hazard while that's active. I did a little bit of a mistake. Not sure if I should have used a special one there. That's fine, our special one. Whenever she gets staggered after the special one in slow motion, you know for a fact that she's gonna have a special baited afterwards, because that's kind of what the special one does, unfortunately. Forces the enemy into doing a special. Also, that hazard area on the ground is supposed to heal me, but I kinda died before that could happen, or maybe the other special did so. But yeah, there's a combo that works on some characters that I'm gonna show you right now. When you have no health, they're for sure gonna kill you. Just back off 2 times, swipe right, tap 3 times, back off 2 times, hold blocking, swipe right, tap 3 times, back off 2 times, hold blocking, swipe right, tap 3 times. This sometimes works perfectly and sometimes doesn't work at all. Here it was the only option to get some more damage in there. And look, this team did amazingly well considering the circumstances, but sadly was not enough to kill her, not by far, and we're gonna struggle here a bit. And boy, do I hate anything more than using percentage hull damage teams on enemies that are below half health, because that's literally admitting that you messed up. Like, look at this fool, using this team so unoptimally. Something that depends on how much health the enemy has. So, okay, bro, you're gonna use that when the enemy has 30% health, not when they are full health. That's kind of the best reflection of how bad I am at decision making in this game, and I hate doing that, but I'll have to. Until we get to that point, we're going to get to the Batman Ninja fight. We have good old Brainiac with good old Grodd with good old Robin. They're gonna do their usual Beta Club on Grodd and the Dark Metal cards at level 6 and Joker S Batarings at level 9 on the other 2 characters for passive stats, and we're just gonna keep pounding her and getting those dot values. She's in the corner, she's combo interruptible easily enough, unless obviously I mess it up, so there's gonna be no problem here. Combo interrupt her S again, we're seeing 30 mil dot values. There's absolutely no way she survives this at this point. Like, the most damage you deal with teams like this that require setup is usually in the last minute, so if until the last minute of the fight you're gonna put her to half health, you have a guarantee that you're gonna kill that fight. There we go, 13 seconds left. It took a bit for Brainiac to get his stacks in there, but we pulled through. And yeah, now we have to deal with Harley. Zatanna's gonna get in there with Deathstroke. Yet again, would have been amazing, would have been such a pro gamer move, you could say, to use them while the enemy was at full health, but obviously we're not doing that here. Here we're being dumb, guys, and Zatanna did get her percentage hull damage out of the way quite fast. We got quite a few free third specials, quite lucky in that regard. Or steals or not really kicking, which is the obvious to expect. Our special 2, and some of you guys, when I asked in the comments of the video if the Zatanna power steal chance seems kind of lower since the last update, you said that I'm tripping, and it was the same before previous updates. I don't know about that, I still have my doubts. It's just not working properly. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just getting streaks of bad luck, but she ain't doing that 75%. That's not 75% for me at the very least. And I get Deathstroke killed here, got another clone in there. And I back off with that clone, almost died on tagging, but we managed somehow. Another special 2. Another special 2. Back off a bit. Into another one. It's very good that you saw me get hit there on 1 health by her, I think it was special 2. The funny thing about her special 2 is that it's gonna be something that's gonna kill only at the end of the animation, even if you're at 1 health when the animation starts, or only some parts of the animation can kill you in the middle of it. But yeah, you can survive like that. And for the last thing, we're going to do a fast cleanup with Manta. We have Classic Wonder Woman in there to give us some crit damage. We're going to inflict Burning Effect on her to reduce her defense. We have Joker S Batarangs on Manta for 4 fast attack hits and more damage on basic attack hits. So everything is going to go pretty damn well on this fight. Another option I could have had to kill her or do a significant amount of damage would be Raven plus Manta here, but Raven was used against Atrocitus, and yeah, this opens up the way to Batman Who Laughs, so stay tuned for the next video as we're going to get into that guy. And boy, am I not looking forward to fighting his ass, because as far as I remember, he's a little bit on the annoying side of things. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Like the video if you liked it, dislike the video if you liked it, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye!
This is the future.